Oh, how little did they know that the E rank that they had holding their bags.
Bruh, I'll tell you right now, as an arachnophobe, this fight was so fire but so terrifying. Please, CJ, tell me you're almost done. Oh my god.
That the E.
You nasty.
That the E.
Sakurai says, your man behind the camera director. Here with another CJ the Champ reaction. Sung Jin Woo, the nonchalant trials. Honestly, I was like, where are we putting Jin Woo? I don't know. And then I heard trials. I was like, okay, so he's going with the Black Air Force table, but like here, okay, so he's definitely a form of Black Air Force energy, but he's not the thuggin' form of Black Force energy. He's kind of like, you know, the stories you hear about Prince being a thug, or Michael Jackson beat Tupac's ass that one time. He's like a sweet thug. You know what I mean? Because like, he's just so damn handsome, but he's also doing gangster things. He's not like Black Air Force like Stink Meaner, or not like Black Air Force like freaking Omni-Man, where he's like evil, you know? It's interesting. I think this might be our first, is this our first good guy on the Black Air Force table? Oh, we're gonna have to go back in the annals of history and figure that one out. Comment down below what other good guys are on the Black Air Force table that I just can't remember or think of right now. Is Ichigo on the Black Air Force table or nah? I don't remember. It's been so many videos, I just don't. But whatever, we're gonna jump into this one with CJ. Comment down below, is there any good heroes on the Black Air Force table? Do you think Jin Woo deserves to be on this one? Or maybe he should be on the sociopath one? I don't know. He kind of crazy, bro. I watched him murder some people in cold blood and not blink twice. So like, some of y'all would say they had it coming. I would say, I mean, did they? Kind of did. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out CJ for making this. Let's get into it. Oh, wait.
Finally, after many trials and errors, an entire video corrupting on a man.
Oh,
Leading
this is
to
the one he was
worst crash
talking
out
about.
he's ever had in his
Oh
life.
my god,
To
Cash.
Rampage Jacksoning his fucking door and redoing an entire video from scratch.
Oh no.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen,
Damn.
we are finally back after experiencing the worst technical difficulty I've ever experienced.
All my homies say
Still
bump
don't know how
Adobe.
that happened. But oh boy, another day, another trial for one of the most anticipated characters ever. People have been asking me to do a
Ever.
video on this motherfucker for ages. Even before the anime came out. They just wanted straight manhwa panels. But it is none other
Oh,
than
imagine
the
a
serial
manhwa panel?
ore farming E-rank Smurf of doom.
E-rank
Mr.
Smurf
Sung
of doom.
Jin Woo.
He is a
So
smurf.
prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get their ass beat when he knows damn well he can one-shot the nigga. Ain't even gonna lie,
No.
y'all, every time he does this shit, I'm adding a charge because what the fuck, bro? Without further ado,
The special charge.
Jin Woo trial.
The Jin Woo trials. I'm not gonna lie. Every time he says that shit, he gets me. Jin Woo trials.
Yeah,
Right
alrighty,
tail
ladies
or
and gentlemen.
bust?
So before we actually dive into Exhibit A, let's get a
that's
little
kinda fire.
context on Mr. Jin Woo here. So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into a action RPG. These things called gates started opening up in the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called
Yo.
hunters. Now, these hunters had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank. S being the cream of the crop. Highest rank niggas in the game.
Sir?
These are your one above all,
The
Radiants,
Eternity.
Challengers, and
Radiant.
basically any other high-ass rank in any other game. These niggas don't touch grass and shower.
Just to talk trash, notice they didn't say rainbow players. I got another finger for y'all. It's next to the other one. Shout my Rocket League homies, though. I'm joking. When I'm back on rainbow, don't judge me.
E rank. S being the cream of the crop. Highest rank niggas in the game. These are your one above alls, Radiants,
seriously, don't bully me,
Challengers,
please.
and basically any other high-ass rank in any other game. These niggas don't touch grass and showers. Never heard of them. Clear example. Look at fine shit right here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she cannot bear the smell of all these sweaty ass
my
niggas.
God.
I don't know who it is, but somebody smell like shit.
Goes from A rank to B,
That's a good
C,
meme.
D, and E. And Jin Woo was a fucking
Damn.
Wait, no, wait, boy.
Yeah,
This
my
nigga
dog.
was trash.
Hot trash at that.
Hot
Aw.
ass buns. And what made it worse, he
Why
was a
is that?
DPS. So that's how you know he really was trash. And to make it even more worse, in this world, once you get a rank, you're stuck there. There's no leveling up. You are hard stuck.
Oh, that's
this
me
man,
in
Jin Woo,
Rocket League.
was hard stuck bronze 3. And he
Yikes.
was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had a sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jin Woo's here? Ah, shit, this gonna be a walk in the park.
Easiest day of my life.
This nigga even had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine shit number 1 because that's
Fine
what I'm
shit
gonna call it because I
number
don't know if her name.
Ah!
Heal this
Her
nigga
name is-
24/7 because he's struggling.
Juhi. Whoa, I'm mad because I like her too. She's a perfect sub. She's
Nigga even had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine shit number 1 because that's what I'm gonna call it because I don't know if her name.
Juhi.
Heal this nigga 24/7 because he's struggling with a fucking goblin. She looking at this nigga every time like,
Oh!
you gotta stop this shit.
Hurry
I'm
up.
gonna pocket your scrub ass every fucking raid. And the reason why bro was
Get in
even
the
doing this in the
backpack.
first place was because his mama was in a coma. This nigga was dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen.
No,
Nigga was a
wouldn't.
trash ass hunter, mama in a coma, and his
No.
dad went to go get fucking milk. Backstory so
Oh,
tragic you would
Cindy.
think Oda wrote this shit. Now
Oh,
I'm gonna
stop.
speedrun how everything changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Him and his
honestly,
party found
one
a
of the
secret
greatest
dungeon.
of all
They go
time.
into a big old room
I
with
wanna
some
be him.
big old statues. Little do they know these statues are alive and they start blicking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone, stepping on bitches, Aaron Yeager style, getting split in half and Swiss cheese like Frieza. This was brutal. And Jin Woo decided to sacrifice himself so everybody could escape, leading to him getting jumped by all the statues and
That's
dying
the
like the
worst.
most brutal way ever. But
Get
luckily
stabbed
for
with the
Jin Woo,
spear,
this was
and he
all a
hit the
test by
spear
the
on the
mysterious
ground.
system. And Jin Woo gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player, he has the ability to level up. He could finally get out of bronze. He was not destined
I've never
to be
been
a
out.
trash ass nigga anymore. He
Aw,
turned
I'm
into
destined.
Himothy. Bro started going into secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole
I know
bodies
Waka
were
when I
struggling
hear
to
it.
beat. The system made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Only difference is a nigga ain't go bald. And he ended up building a Greek god physique in like days. So now that we
That
got all
beat
the
goes
context out
hard.
the way, let's finally dive into Exhibit A. Attack of the
That is
Smurf.
bro.
This man Jin Woo caught some bodies. And I'm not talking about no regular dungeon bosses. Talking about actual human bodies. He was booming niggas. And our first
he
example
was.
of this is this bum ass 6-stack. These scheming ass niggas was
It
trying
is
to
a
set our boy up.
6-stack
You see, we needed
ass.
at least 8 people to raid a gate. So they needed 2 fills. So
Oh,
they got Jin Woo and this trust fund bum ass. I got all this gear for nothing. Nepo baby Jinho. Like, don't get me
Nepo
wrong,
baby.
bro, but you can't tell me
You
this
know
nigga ain't the
Jinho's name, but you don't know
definition of I got all the
Joey-
best fancy
Juhi's
new equipment
name?
just to
Come on.
still be ass. Like, this nigga sucks, but he's got some of the
Nah, he knows Jinwoo's name, but he don't know Jinwoo's. Not Jinwoo's. Oh my god, Juhi. Shut up. I love her. But no.
you wrong, I with, bro, but you can't tell me this nigga ain't the definition of I got all the best fancy new equipment just to still be ass. Like, this nigga sucks, but he's got some of the best equipment on the market. If this don't screams daddy's money, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when Jin Woo met up with this 6-stack, he was introduced to Mr. Dong-suk, and he explained to Jin Woo, nice to meet you, man. My name is Hwang Dong-suk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way. Now, Jin Woo picked up on these guys' game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Secondly, they only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E-rank. And last but not least, the biggest
wait,
thing that
there's
threw him
more.
off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS. Not a
Oh.
single healer in sight.
Terrible.
And bro told him, oh, don't worry, we do all of our raids with no healer.
I beg your pardon?
And this is when Jin Woo knew. 4 C ranks and 2 D ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single healer in sight. GG no heals, this shit is cooked. So later later on, they enter the dungeon, and Jin Woo is just there
no
carrying
heals,
the
this shit
bags
is
and letting
cool.
them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is when the scheming six stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this dungeon is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals, because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dong-suk told old boy right here, hey man, where's the gear? And bro says, man, sorry boss, I left it outside. Jinwoo and Jinho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment, capiche? So they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this six stack is a bunch of con men crooks, because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. And this would allow them to come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E rank that they had holding their bags was a smurf of doom. Jinwoo cooks this spider in a...
I'm gonna tell you right now, as an arachnophobe, this fight was so fire but so terrifying. Please, CJ, tell me you're almost done. Oh my god, I can't look at the screen right now, bro. Fuck.
We use these boys as bait. These are some crooked ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E rank that they had holding their bags was a smurf of doom. Jinwoo cooked this spider in a minute tops. Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal abuse. Look at what he's doing to the thing.
No, I disagree wholeheartedly. It's a spider. It is not animal abuse. That is fucking pest control, bitch. Extermination. Take him out of here. I approve. Kill it.
That nigga in old trust fund baby looking at bro like, what the fuck? Who is this demon on my team? He just cooked a boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags and said, hey bro, let me carry your shit. You're the boss, right? You need some water, my nigga? I know you're tired. Sure. Yeah, drink it all up, boss. And just off of this moment, this rich motherfucker became his biggest glazer. So then later on, the scheming six stack come back, and they were surprised the boss is dead. So they thought Jinho killed it because he has all this expensive gear. So bro told him, kill Jin Woo and we'll let you live. But Jinho was like, nah, I ain't fighting him. Kill me before he kill y'all. So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, Jin Woo gets the urgent quest. And the system tells this man, kill these niggas. All 6 of them. Boom these bums. So this mage ends up blasting Jin Woo and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile. That shit just tickled the nigga. Bro got up and was like, thank you for that. I had this crook in my back for like a month, but that little massage that you just gave me finally fixed it. So allow me to return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the fuck? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to Jin Woo and was like, let me give you a reality check, man. You're a bum-ass E rank, bronze 3. What the fuck are you gonna do to us, huh? With no emotion, just decapitates this man. Niggas is shocked. They like, nani? How the hell did an E rank just kill a D rank? And Hwang Dong-suk knew, oh my god, this isn't an E rank. This is a smurf of doom. So they all try to jump him, but it is no use. Look at he flash steps, bro. And just shoves a dagger in his
hit him with the sonito.
With the swing, misses. Knife to the gut. And he deserves this shit too for rocking that piece of broccoli on his head. You know what made these dudes' deaths even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he finally cut them down. Double kill. Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. What? He ain't for shit. And he like,
nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So Jin Woo easily kills his bum ass. And then look at the mage. He tries to hit bro with a fireball. Instant flash step. A knife to the booty hole. Pause. Kill. Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just that, this man caught 5 bodies, but he wasn't done. Because he still had to deal with old boy. And he was mad as hell. He was like, you fucking smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Beating on bum ass D and C ranks. Well, little do you know, those guys were just holding me back. Because I know damn well I'm a higher rank than I should be. So bro tries to attack him, but Woo speed blitzes him and tells him, nah, buddy, you're right where you belong. Just another fucking scrub stuck in elo hell.
No!
And
I'm
at this
taking it
point
real
in time,
personal right
old
now.
boy started rethinking his whole life. He even started begging the bro like,
Oh, hear me out, bro. Listen, we could be a duo queue of hell.
No.
Me, you, we'll be unstoppable.
You are a worthless, bitch-ass nigga. Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself.
Please hard carry me. I swear to God, I'll...
Quintuple kill.
this man just wiped the whole
Damn,
team,
the
dropped off
teabag.
all 6 of them niggas, sent them back to the
call it
lobby.
murder due to
But these were not
self-defense?
the only human bodies
Alright,
Woo
man.
called oh no, because the next victim
Hold
on this
on.
man's list
Hear me out though. All I'm gonna say is they did kind of deserve it though. I don't know. It's like not murder because self-defense. All right, man.
was Mr. Tiki Kung. And I ain't gonna lie, this is another motherfucker that had it coming. So how this happened? Jin Woo was on a raid with his
That's always
old
what it
crew,
is.
with old nigga and fine shit. And during this
Old
raid,
nigga and
they
fine
had some
shit.
prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik Kung. But Mr. Taeshik was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer
Bum ass
from a
prisoners.
father whose daughter was assaulted by these 3 prisoners. And the daughter ended up booming herself. Then shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some pretty terrible shit. So the father paid Taeshik to kill these dudes. And that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They deserved it. However, what was not deserved is what happened to these 2. Because sadly for them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Idiots.
They saw old boy boom these niggas. So guess what this maniac did? He kills old boy and the old nigga. Then when Jin Woo and everybody else found the bodies, this maniac tried to sneak them until Jin Woo stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like, oh yeah, I love the thrill of the kill. So what should I do first? Should I dive your back line and kill your healer? I mean, you're not
terrible.
gonna protect a poor bitch. And my God, this is Jin Woo's first offense of letting somebody get their ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga's ass. So Unk told Jin Woo, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now. Now, Kang was a B rank hunter, and Unk was a C rank hunter. And also, you can't
Already at a
forget, Unk
disadvantage.
has 1 arm. And before one of y'all say, but usually, characters with 1 arm are usually strong.
Shut that
Hey,
shit
guess
up,
what?
bro.
Not everybody is built like Shanks. This is
Fact.
just a
Well, I don't know what
regular
Shanks
nigga
is, but not
with
every nigga.
1 arm. So
Not every one-armed swordsman is
why
him.
the fuck did you let Unk fight this nigga? Why? So you could read your opponent? So you could
Yes.
download him to beat him later? Like, nigga,
Yes.
you could download his ass while fighting him. But nah, you decided to let Unk get that ass whooped. You got fine shit over here falling to her knees. Literally let this nigga get hit by a judgment cut. Nigga popping
Oh
off
my
blood to keep
God.
Virgil. So when OG
Oh
was
my
about to
God.
die,
I know
Jin Woo
exactly
finally
what that
decided to
was.
save this man. But I don't care. Too little, too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the Jin Woo special. Watching this nigga get his
Jin
ass beat
special
just so you can
charge.
pull up cold as shit. Fucking serial ore farmer, bro. Now Taeshik Kung
Nah, he
wasn't
really
an
do that
idiot like
shit,
the
OG.
6-stack. This man knew off the rip. He ranked my ass. You're smurfing like a motherfucker. You know you can get reported for this shit, right? Now, this fight for Jin Woo was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. So at the end of the day, this is an ego off. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys start to dance and everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match. But everything changed when Jin Woo got that notification and the system said once again, lock the f in and boom this nigga or I'm stopping your heart. So this man started hitting the Goku hop, loosening up the bones and muscles to whoop this nigga ass. So Jin Woo blitzes bro at the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that nigga Taeshik was stunned. He was like, holy shit. Was this motherfucker just warming up? Indeed,
Yes.
he was. And that cut that he landed poisoned the left side of bro's face because Jin Woo's daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jin Woo started blitzing the hell out of bro, started putting him on his toes. But Taeshik ends up using his passive ability, making him go invisible. And he ends up slicing Woo in the ankles. I know that had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter,
Nah.
up the pain level by 10, and that's the hit that Jin Woo just took. And that man Taeshik was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fuck nigga? Go on, call out to your healer.
Go to your back line and get some heels like the bitch you are.
But Jinwoo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him,
Born again!
Shut up.
like, bro, just look at his face.
He knew it was over. Bro can heal himself. And he has a spare healer in his back line. It's over. At this point, just vote to surrender, my nigga.
Yes,
Just get it
cloak
over
and
with.
dagger.
So it was
I
all
can't heal
over.
myself.
Jinwoo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura. It invaded this man's psyche. And before he knew it, he had a dagger shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the lights went out was this man Woo or farming over his body. I don't know what's worse, getting fucking teabagged or a motherfucker or farming over my dead body. But with that being said, Tiki Kung became the 7th victim to be Swiss cheesed by the Smurf of Doom. The
Swiss
Jin
cheese.
Woo trial.
The Jin Woo trial. Fucking stupid, bro. I know exactly which one.
Y'all
For
right,
the
ladies and
thumbnail.
gentlemen. Exhibit B, scrapping with a Souls boss. Now this man Jin Woo
What?
is not
Which
new
one
to
is
fighting
this?
crazy ass dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and
Barely,
left to tell
though.
the tale.
Barely.
That is insane. But there was
is
one
insane.
boss
I'm talking
that
mad
put so
shit,
much
bro.
belt to ass on this nigga. It low-key made him rethink this hunting shit, and it was none other
Then the
Egress.
7-foot big-bodied Egress, the Blood Ray.
The most thugging
Like
of them
he just
all.
jumped out of
The
boxing
most
stool.
thugging
Had
of
this
them
man Jin Woo
all.
Sweating bullets off the rip.
And this was the ultimate test for
Yo,
Jin
that
Woo.
poor
Egress
pencil.
looked at bro and said,
Are you a real nigga or are you a phony nigga?
You a funny nigga.
Bitch boy. So Egress speed blitzes Jin Woo, and just from the first strike, bro destroyed a whole pillar. He was not playing with bro. Then he strikes again, and Jin Woo blocked it. But that
Barely.
strike had so much force, it sends him across the throne room.
Look at
He's
Scream.
already on his ass. Didn't even give this man a chance to breathe.
No
My
air.
God,
Jordan
Jin Woo was
Sparks,
trying
bitch.
everything. Bro was throwing multiple strikes, but Egress had ultra instinct. But Jin Woo was finally able to land a hit, but it did no damage. Bro's armor parried it. Then he came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jin Woo was lost, couldn't do nothing.
getting
He been
slapped.
fighting the motherfucker for 2 minutes, and not even an inch of health is gone.
Oh,
So Jin Woo's
Lord.
blade could basically do nothing. These
Why?
stats were not doing it.
Why
Bro
you
was
run-
insanely underleveled. So
I don't even
Jin Woo
know,
decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Egress, being a gentleman, decided, oh, we throwing hands, so I like you, little nigga. All right, let's throw hands then.
Nah, it was real nigga shit though. Hold on. Hey, oh, yo, the titties. Wait, anyways, no, this is real nigga shit. The moment he said hands, and Egress is like, little bitch, all right, you know what? Let's do it. I was like, that's, as soon as, I remember the first time I was watching it, as soon as he did it, I was like, yo, this might be his only chance. I still feel like he's gonna get his ass beat, but like, if it's not like blood to blood, like maybe he, because I remember, if you remember when he fought the snake, he had the same issue. He was trying to do damage and he couldn't, so he crushed his snake. I was like, oh, you can just crush Egress. However, you gotta convince him to not use weapons. And then he convinced him not to use weapons. I was like, bitch, this is going right your direction. This nigga really gave him his greater advantage, but you know, he's a real nigga, so it makes sense. Real niggas do real nigga shit. And Egress, we know he's an aura farmer, real nigga too.
Oh, we throwing hands, so I like you, little nigga.
I like your cut,
Let's
G.
throw hands then.
bro was already winning the fight, but decided to come down to his level and throw hands with him. This man is a demon. And Egress wasted no time. Bro stood there in aura farm for 2 seconds. Then boom! With the snap
The
of a
fucking
finger,
lariat,
this man
bro.
in the ground. Punch was so
Fucking
fast, it was
lariat.
unreactable. And it didn't stop here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room.
Oh my
Then hawked him down to hit this boy with the humbling this man to a pope in the wall. And I tell you, boy, Jin Woo was trying his hardest.
Yeah, he
Could
was.
not land a single hit. Egress had
Got
perfect
tossed.
defense. But while Jin Woo was getting ragdolled, he ended up finding an opening. And he ends up bicycle kicking this nigga in the neck. And he finally took some health off. But this kick
Yo.
enraged Egress. Bro said fuck it and skipped to his second phase. He started juggling.
Yo,
and
this
dribbling
part,
man like a
nah,
basketball.
nigga, this combo that he hits Jin Woo with, this combo, oh my god, honestly, in all the anime, maybe I haven't seen enough anime, but I've seen like 5,000 episodes of anime. I don't think I've ever seen somebody get juggled as bad as I have in this moment, bro. Like, look at the fucking comments. This is some Smash Brothers shit.
Second phase, he started juggling and dribbling this man like a basketball. Look at this in slow motion. Uppercut to the gut,
Yum.
to the back, making him flip mid-punch. Then another two-piece combo. Then he hits the Dragon Ball double hammer fist flying with the haymaker. And dog, at this point, it just looked like Eagles was playing with a new toy he got for Christmas. Bro was hitting him with the Broly drag. Across the room again. And look how he just conveniently landed on the throne. Then this man Egress walked up to him like,
"Come on, bitch ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne. Or sit here and die like a bitch."
So Egress uses the Force to call his great sword and
love
swings
that
at
shit.
Jinwoo. But Jinwoo enhanced his body to catch the sword, then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye, finally doing some damage to this man. And this is when Jinwoo just awoke that dog in him. He ended up pushing bro all the way into the wall, summoned his dagger again, then shoved it in this man's throat and said, "Nah, I'm not done yet." He starts shoving that motherfucker in there deep. Pause. But look at this. Bro started tweaking so hard the animation changed. Then he shoved it in his throat again. Pause. But this insane lock-in moment by Jinwoo gave him the upper hand in slaying a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, insane work.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Beat us.
Yo, on the rewatch, look, in one breath, while I understand Egress came down to his level to throw hands, I always like looked at this fight like Jinwoo kind of won this fight off of respect. He didn't really quite put the pause on Egress. However, I ain't gonna lie, on this rewatch, I didn't remember him doing this much damage and fucking up Egress like this. So Egress legit was like, and I know they're like, well, Egress died, so of course he killed him. But I felt like, I didn't feel like, the first time I watched, I felt like this lock-in moment didn't feel like a lock-in moment. It felt like a, whoopsie-daisies, I found a way through. Which he did through like just staying alive in volition. But like at the end when he goes crazy, I didn't realize he stabbed him so many times in the face with the dagger, like in that moment, like went off. So I don't know. Dope.
A Souls boss, IRL.
Sometimes you gotta see it twice.
First try too. Well, I mean, to be fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try. But bro proved that he was Himothy just for 5 minutes later to get jumped by 1,000 other dead homies. Not gonna lie, that's some nasty work. Y'all ain't even let the nigga heal. The Jin Woo trial.
Jin Woo trial.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of just trial 1, this man got 7 bodies, 1 count of animal abuse.
Oh, trial 1.
Watching somebody getting their ass beat when you should be helping them, killing a Cerberus, and defeating a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, them some impressive stats for just 1 trial. And we still got exhibit C, D, and E to go.
We're getting more.
So, will Jin Woo make the round table? Will this stat line get even more ridiculous? Spoiler.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured as much. Nah, I want to go. We're going back.
Impressive stats for just 1 trial. And we still got exhibit C, D, and E to go in trial 2. So, will Jin Woo make the round table?
Is there any good guys on this round table? Is there any good guys on this round table? Let me see. I guess Vegeta's a good guy. Kind of. I guess technically Asklad isn't the worst, depending on how you look at him. Mikey also not the worst, depending on how you look at him. Aaron's a genocidal maniac, can't use him. Oh, Yami! Okay, Yami! Okay, Yami! Certified good guy on the round table. Thank God. Thank God, because I don't see a single... Some people will argue Zaraki Kenpachi. I would say, I don't know, man. I don't know if I call Zaraki Kenpachi a good guy. Y'all can do whatever y'all want on your free time. It certainly won't be me. But yeah, so that was that's CJ the Champ. Trials of Jin Woo, the nonchalant trials of Jin Woo. Part 1. There's gonna be a part 2 coming soon. Probably not soon, probably next month. It seems like CJ had a couple videos cooking, and then his Adobe took a dookie on his life. Couldn't be me. Da Vinci gang over here, motherfucker. Yeah, real niggas use Da Vinci. I don't know what to tell you, bro. it is what it is. No, I'm joking. But whatever you use, hey, it is what it is. But I just know my DaVinci don't sell me like that. All right, I'm done. I'm done with the shit talk. I'm done with the shit talk. Anyways, to the video. This one was a beautiful trial, bro. Honestly, the Jin Woo special charge is actually legit. The only special, I already know in the future trials, he's gonna have a bunch of these special charges. The only one I can even begin to defend him on is just this one with the old man. And it's only because he at this time, he did already kill the 6 dudes, but they were C and D ranks. That's light work. Jin Woo doesn't know where he's at this point. He legitimately does not know if he could beat this B rank. He really didn't. So he's like, yo, anything I can get, I'm gonna get. Knowing that he's not gonna take no damage, knowing that he could let this dude take some damage and some trauma, and Jinwoo and Juhee is gonna heal him. And it's one of the few times where it's like, yeah, sometimes you do have to let the pawns go first. And niggas are like, damn, it's like that. Yeah. Look, I ain't gonna say nothing crazy, but I remember a couple years ago, they was telling niggas to go out and get this shot. A lot of y'all niggas were in line on day one. I got in line eventually, maybe, allegedly, but I waited till way after all y'all. I was like, nope, but whatever. It is what it is. No judgment zone here. What I will say is, this shit was fire. It was absolutely hilarious. Jinwoo really is a max aura farmer. I love rewatching the fight with Igris. Igris' fight was, honestly, it's one of the most underappreciated fights in probably solo leveling. And I know niggas was gassed for when it came, but people are also gassed for when this ant nigga, this fake ass Miriam pulled up. So for me, I don't know. I always like the Igris fight more. Seeing this one again made me appreciate Jinwoo actually having to lock the hell in just to beat his ass. That was dope too. But we're gonna end this one here. I appreciate the hell out y'all. Shout out to TJ for making this. Make sure you come back for part 2 of the trials. Make sure you go into my playlist and you go watch all the other reactions to the Black Air Force and all the CJ stuff. Just go find it. Go find it. I'm popping your algorithm though. I'm here behind the cam as always. Never forget. Stay nasty, y'all. You wanna go? Oh, bye. I'm really fucking shaking, bro.